noticed outside the state of Florida, but those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2 in a row.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Runs through a tackle, and he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Canes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Off play action on first down. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Florida State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks. Like, what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Bush is ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run. On their first 3 plays of the game in their own end, run, but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making the adjustment. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Throwing, Mensah. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. Runs through, man. He might have space. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Darren Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Lofton. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Oh, pressure's coming. Almost picked off. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
You know, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Darren Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second and long here. Sets his feet. It's Sperry. They'll run the screen. Jukes his way for more. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll run it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. And he avoids the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Fires and picked off. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Back's got it on the screen. There's some room. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Knowles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Keeps it on the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the offense found no success with the backward going pass. How about a forward pass on second and long? Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down to the air. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Lopez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Wants to throw on first. Left side, it's Robinson.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack.
Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got him quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. And he gets rid of it.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Trying to find the end zone. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Running the read option to the left. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Mensah. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Caught. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together, made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down.
He's loose. Touchdown, Canes! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Showing off the arms. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. Stopped at the 23. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver going in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under pressure. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. Gets away from one. He's got space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's dragged down, but that turnover will be turned around and negated. This is going to be a PI call on the D. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 18 team, the USC Trojans.
And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing, Mensah. The quick game. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? Looking for the edge, it's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Lets it fly. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab in their space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Riles. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A designed run for the quarterback. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Rid of it on the RPO. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Left side, it's Riles. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A run for the quarterback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Dropping back, it's Berry. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sells to fake. He lets it fly. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. At the 35, he's loose. Got a little grass. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Defense in press coverage. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls it on the option. Turning it on. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Churns into the pile. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the option. Keeps it looking for the edge. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. To the air, it's Berry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Knowles will line up to punt it away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal. Snags it and he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll pull it on the read. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Finds his target. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Looking to throw at Sperry. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Hits inside. It's Pringle. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.